Good evening and welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Analyze This Mess. Tonight it's D for Danny dropped a breadcrumb. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. Let me know that the sound is good. I've already made us live on Station Head because in a few minutes, we are going to listen to a very short uh, receipt. All right. So I'm waiting. So the sound is good? Great. Let me just turn down my speakers a little bit. All right. I see my moderators, Vicky and Baby Juju. I see Fiva out there in the bear cave. All right. So you're probably wondering from this title, like what? What did she drop? Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do this. She conducts a pink circle. Pull a police report before the ink dries. And tonight, as I was reviewing a video from the vault, she told us exactly why. This isn't a random slip, it's a breadcrumb. And when we follow it, the trail leads straight to a world where access is power and information is a weapon. Fair use commentary. Everything that I say is my opinion. It's for education. It's for criticism. So sometimes the biggest reveals aren't in leaked files or secret screenshots. They're in a single sentence, said without thinking, or maybe said to send a message. One line, 10 words, and suddenly you realize the person who swears they're anonymous just told you exactly why they can track down anyone, anywhere, and anytime. Tonight, Danielle dropped a breadcrumb. And if you've been watching as long as I have, some of the things that she said and done, then you know breadcrumbs lead to somewhere. So tonight we're following it all the way back to the source. Tonight we're going to find out what D for Danielle dropped a breadcrumb, or said another way, D for Danny's access really means. All right. So I have put the link in the chat. It's at the top of the chat. D for Danielle, station head. We are live there now. Okay. So, clue. There's a clip I want you to listen to. It's very quick, like less than 30, 40 seconds. Not just to what is said, but to why it's said. Okay? Listen carefully to not just what is said, but to why it's said. After we listen to it, we'll come right back and we will talk about it. And I also will use the assistance of AI to help and analyze it. Okay. So you can go on over and I should be set up now. Let's take this down. Hang on. Just waiting for the transparency to disappear. There we go. And I can put fair use at the bottom. We'll just say little music and conversation till we come back. Fair use commentary. Hang on. Just in case someone comes in. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so we are back. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's make sure we do something. All right, so I just want to make sure I don't have any static, anything from going back and forth between station head. Does the sound good? Is it clear? All right, let's change this. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. Again, this is my opinion. Those of you who are in the chat, it will be your opinion. And AI will also give us some possibilities and an interpretation. There we go. Is it loud and clear? Fair use commentary. Fair use commentary. All right, so let's set this up. How about if let me put up your comments. That way I can see them. Give me just a second. All right, so we are back again. Did y'all hear that? In her clip, she said, "Do y'all know what I do?" I actually talked to someone. I actually talked to someone that killed someone. Did you catch that? The casual drop. Do y'all know what I do? Followed by a very specific example again. Now, I've always thought, and again, remember when I said, how does she have access at the drop of a hat? Okay. So I'm looking at this in another way. Okay. She said, "Do you know what I do?" Like signaling some type of either, position, expertise, insider status, some type of authority, something. This is AI style breakdown of the sentence. Self positioning. Do y'all know what I do? Talking to someone that unalived someone. Criminal proximity. This is AI. Implies direct contact with serious offenders, often possible only through certain professions. So I'm looking at this as quote unquote a profession. A profession, like, you know, we've always thought about law enforcement, the legal field, some type of investigative something, you know, position, some type of forensic, maybe psychology. If you go back to my videos from the beginning, when I was beginning to think about this, I said, no, she must work in some type of profession where she's psychoanalyzing or coming across certain types of individuals. The reason I said that is because I have a video where she was talking about John Yates. And in that video, she was talking about what she does in a way and the type of people that she sees on a daily basis when she was in that supposed field. I said, either she's a counselor or she's working, you know, in some type of field where she would be a mandatory reporter. Do you remember me having that conversation? Those of you who followed me, I did a video. Hang on. I'm not going to pull it up. I'm just looking up something. She's been dropping breadcrumbs. Hang on. Mandated reporter, right? I say mandatory because it is mandatory reporter training. She told us she was a mandated reporter. Do you remember that? I haven't brought it up in a while until I came across this video. I hadn't heard this. Okay. So when she was talking about she was a mandated reporter and people that she comes across. And now I hear a separate video, totally different, where she brings up this again. Mhm. Do y'all know what I do? Okay. Think about that she has access. She can put her fingertips quickly on information that only certain people, certain professions, or if you have access to information that she has. She has access to information. This is not something new that I've been saying, but this is yet another receipt that would support that thinking. Okay. Do y'all know what I do? She says, signaling some expertise, some authority, some insider's status. It's like, are you questioning me? You see, you need to hear that video. Talking to someone that, or talking to people, someone that has unalived someone, where might you be if that's your profession? I ask Chat GPT and AI using two different sources. Often possible only through certain professions such as law enforcement, legal field, investigative, journalism, corrections, or forensic psychology. Did you hear what she said? Claiming she talks to weird people. Claiming she talks to weird people in what she does. Then she said, has stalkers. She's not talking about people on YouTube. Mm-mm. It would bolster the argument for her wanting anonymity. At least she's hinting that she in a profession where she needs to remain anonymous. Or is that simply a setup, an alibi for her to remain anonymous? That was like a two-part question. But again, it hints at a profession, or you could say a hobbyist role or interests that would involve access to sensitive identities. Okay. Which would mean, again, all the lights, just listen carefully. That could be part of her defense when she came onto this platform. Which means she wanted this point on record because she repeated it. She's dropped breadcrumbs. Think about all the times you've heard her psychoanalyze people. I've called her side arm or side chair psychologist? Is that what you're doing? Mhm. Because of the things she has said and the way she speaks to people, that she's above, as if someone is talking to her like these weird people outside of YouTube, is if this is what she does. Remember, bird brains, weird stalkers, she labels people. Does that tie into something that is going on or had gone on the outside? Because now clearly she spends much more time involved with YouTube. So then when she was saying this, that was something that she did at some point. Because at the time that she said it, she said in the present, do y'all know what I do? Okay. And when she was talking about John Yates and reaching out, remember when he was at the hospital? Okay. She said a lot there. And remember, I won't name a couple of other, I'll just say content creator slash listeners slash perhaps someone was in distress and she was offering some counseling. Do y'all remember that? Like a mediator. And it's then that she spoke on what was mandated of her. Do y'all remember that? The mandated part. Okay. So for years, think about this. For years, even to this day, she has revealed criminal reports, court records, arrest details, you know, photos. I mean, detailed reports. This is what she does when she came onto this platform immediately. And then think about someone else who, in their video early on, one of their first videos, she said, I have investigators. Called themselves an investigator. Ended up linking with someone just like herself. Yes. Breadcrumbs. She's been dropping breadcrumbs, and those breadcrumbs are hidden inside of these videos. I have never heard this. I've told you, I have not listened to her videos. She has access. It's no doubt in my mind. She has access. This is what I think. That gives her access to sensitive identities and information, because at the drop of a dime, she can and has proven that she can dox a pink circle. She's not a magician, but you would think she's one because it happens so quickly. And keep this in the back of your mind. She's already, remember when I made a video and I talked about Goody and her? She put up a post and said, I don't have this information or I'm not doing this. Well, recently, she said something that would contradict it. I told everyone she's already looked up this information. All she has to do is flip the switch when a person gets on the wrong side, because she boasts that she hadn't doxed Goody, but that she already had her information, though she denied ever looking it up when I brought it up months ago as an example. Listen carefully. Fair use commentary, breadcrumbs that fit an established pattern. So let's put some of these breadcrumbs into context. Again, Danielle, for years, has produced police reports on people faster than the accused can make bail. She's pulled obscure court filings from multiple states within hours of their submission. And she has a knack for targeting exactly the right document in exactly the right jurisdiction on the very first try. That's not casual Googling. From the very beginning of her YouTube career, she's approached content like a case file, meticulous, systematic, obsessed with records. And now, in her own words, she tells us she's been in conversation with people who have unalived someone. That isn't a hobby. That's a lane, a professional lane. She told us she was working on her PhD. Now, all right. But if she was, what would that most likely be in? Could it be in criminal or forensic psychology or something like that? Could she be a correctional officer or know someone in corrections or probation? Because again, she is obsessed, if that's the proper word, with following the cases. This has been going on since beginning. Multiple people making phone calls to jails, publishing documents quickly. Could a possible occupation based on the breadcrumb, according to AI, says law enforcement or records access staffing? Could it be a legal investigator or a court clerk? Could it be forensic psychology or criminology researcher? Could it be investigative media with court level access. Now, remember when she first reported on Dana, she pulled up a website, but typically you need to have media credentials to gain access. So she's familiar with these websites. She's familiar with searching. She can, like that. She doesn't miss a beat. I see your comments, but somebody does. Somebody close to her or her. I said access, training, something in her background says because she's been able to produce the results. Okay? I'm saying put on your thinking cap because she said there's breadcrumbs out there in another video. We just haven't paid attention to them and or I have not listened to these videos to know there are breadcrumbs inside of them. Fair use commentary. I am simply giving my opinion, my analysis with the assistance of AI. And here's where the AI assist comes in. I ran her exact words again through an analysis model to look for occupational markers in language. You know, the way certain professions naturally describe their work without saying their title. The results. The structure is consistent with law adjacent or law enforcement adjacent roles, high exposure to criminal cases, comfort with discussing violent crime casually, familiarity with the concept of risk to family from public exposure. Again, this portion that I just read to you, segment, I already told you this is where AI assist comes in. Okay? That doesn't mean she's going to come out tomorrow and hand us a business card. But it does mean that in just a few sentences, she's told us more than she's told in years, and she did it without realizing, or maybe she did. It's putting the pieces together. Okay. So let me just again remind you, it's the patterns. It's the patterns and her access at lightning speed. Lightning speed. As if someone picked up the phone and said, all right, there's a case, get the information. That's how quickly she gets her hands on detailed documents. Okay. Example one, I'm going to go back to it. Lightning fast posting of Donat's arrest before public logs were even updated. Second example, posting sealed or restricted PPO case material, in my case, with unique court portal UUIDs. That's right, on the report. On the report, on the header, I showed you she had access to court portal with specific UUIDs. Example 3, producing obscure chain of custody police reports in ongoing disputes. Fourth, AI, using exact docket numbers before they are published online. Every breadcrumb leads to another, and every example points to a level of access most YouTubers simply don't have. So, I want to hear from you. I see your comments in front of me. When someone swears they're anonymous, but they're always the first to get documents and always the first to post mugshots. And now I've come across more information, her words, to support where she openly says she talks to people who've unalived someone. What kind of people? These are criminal people she's talking to. What kind of environment is she working in that, or worked in, or had access to, that she would come out and specifically say, do y'all know what I do? And then go on to give specific examples? See, I didn't make this up. I came across it and I thought, no, wait a minute. This is a breadcrumb. My opinion. I have the right to give my opinion. It's analyze this mess, and also use the assist of AI for analysis too. Is that just luck for her? Or is that a breadcrumb trail that we'd be foolish to ignore? I see your comments in the chat. Let me see some of them. I'm not going to roll up on that page, so I need to go. What do you think? I mean, think about everything as much as you can. Think about other people who have said, and even think about people who are close to her on this platform who have said she can investigate better than any of you. Remember, there was a content creator who said explicitly that Danny can investigate better than anybody on this platform. Why did she say that? If she didn't know that, if she didn't know her background, if she wasn't close enough to be that confident at that point, why could Danny herself say things like, your investigations are flawed? You don't know how to do a real investigation. Listen to what she says so casually and put it together with everything else. You bird brains don't know how to investigate. Let me tell you what it takes. But no, I'm not going to do your investigation. I would want someone like you to investigate me because you won't find me. Remember that? Sidebar. She says sue her. She said it recently to others. She doesn't want anyone to sue her. Do you know why I say that? Because she's evading. She doesn't give information where she says I can be properly served, though I think she's been properly served. Listen to what I say. She does not want other people to sue her because she will evade the service. So it's not true. She doesn't want to be sued, although she's being sued. She does not want to be sued because if she did, she wouldn't evade service. So that's not true. That was a sidebar. Back to this. Mandated reporter, numerous videos where she has psychoanalyzed people on this platform. However, when someone who is licensed and a professional, I will use another person. Everybody remembers Freckles. When Freckles gave her opinion, Danielle, she was unnerved by it. She was. Because it came out in response. And the only way she knew how to fight back or, respond is to degrade a professional like Freckles. Not only degrade her, but try to take away her credibility by planting that she, tinfoil hat. When, if you listen to Freckles and you go back, what she said, it was spot on. What Freckles said was spot on. Allegedly. Let me continue. I see your comments. Freckles wasn't even trying to diagnose anyone, unlike her. Mickey then gaslights her followers about her being sued like it's fake and nothing is gonna happen to her in these lawsuits. She's so sure. She doesn't want to be sued. She's evading. Mhm. That's my opinion. Mhm. Yeah. So AI has the alibi too. Remember the letter we analyzed this week? AI said that wasn't my letter. This breadcrumb, that wasn't AI. That was human, calculated or careless, but human. And, just as a reminder, AI, Chat GBT, all of these tools, they might generate a lot of things, but it doesn't leave trails like people do, like this. And when you follow them, you might just end up where you didn't want to, you know, look. This has been D for Danielle, dropped a breadcrumb. And trust me, the trail isn't cold. No. It's like you just have to piece it together. Yeah, that's it. Investigators, mandated reporters. Do y'all know what I do? Put all these different videos together and ask yourself, no, she told us basically this is how she has the ability to access such documents. That's how. Not because she's a magician. Mhm. That's my belief. Which one? Don't know. But there's certainly access um, somewhere. But she's using this information as a weapon, against other people. Intimidation, a weapon. Control, a weapon. Fear, a weapon. Because people have seen how precisely and how quickly she can get that information. What do you think? It is 11:46. That's really what I wanted to say. That brings me exactly to an hour. Fear, intimidation, control, but now another breadcrumb. Do y'all know what I do? You gonna tell us, Danielle? D for Danielle. Bush babies, go ahead. You can hit the like. It's free. Yeah, it's Friday, right? Yeah. Let me just see any other comments above and below. Oh, I haven't checked my email. Remember what happened when I did that the last time? A little ahead of the game, I guess. Remember, she said she's 4 and 5 steps ahead of everyone else. I wonder how. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to check my email. I'll come back and we'll just wrap it up. I'll say goodnight. All right, so there was a delay in opening up the mic. The clock was spinning. Thank you for those of you who just sent me an email. I read them all. Interesting, huh? Yeah. But now it's time to say goodnight. Yes. Um, is it still up on Station Head? It is. It is. Yes, it is. Mhm. And I will leave it up. Yeah, I'll leave it up. Go and take a listen. So Angie says stenographer. Someone said bail's bondsman. Uh, Definitely in her interest. Her interests say it all. From day one. Yeah. Good receipts. Good night. I don't know what I have. But yes, biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. We've been on just over an hour, and that will do it for me. Yeah, email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Yes, law and order. That's what I think. Hmm. Yeah. Thank you to all of you. But that will do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
Show your face! Show your...
That was Sherelle and Perry. Didn't mean to push that button, but it can apply. Show your face. Now, where's my smoke? Here it is.